Hello guys, and welcome to another Europa Universalis 4 video. Okay, so this is sort of just going to be a quick little update video, if you want, where I'm going to talk about a couple of things. The main one, of course, being the future of my Norwegian campaign. Of course, you can't see it on you can't see it on the screen right now because I'm not using the mod or the same game converter right now. But yeah, I guess if you're watching this video, then you most likely know about that campaign. So I don't think I need to go too much in detail when it comes to explaining the situation. Okay, so the thing is that at the moment I am just going to be very honest to you guys. You might have noticed that I haven't really been posting too much, videos and gameplay from that campaign, and there are several reasons for that. I mean, the main one. The main one, and also the most honest one, is that I'm simply not enjoying it very much. I mean, one would think that I would enjoy it. I mean, I'm Norwegian after all, but I guess I'm just going to quickly go over why I sort of don't find that campaign as interesting as I sort of expected it to become. Okay, so the first one is, of course, that I dislike to start a campaign as a superpower as I did in that campaign. I like to start as something small and then build my way up to become something awesome. I also like to do something I like to be creative, and of course I guess it's kind of a creative thing to play as Norway over here and stuff, but it is, I don't know, man, it feels like the sort of the fun, the concept of converting the British Isles to the Norse culture and all that was the fun part, but that happened in Crusader Kings 2, and so now I'm just left with, not that, I guess. So my point is really, and of course, there are some other things too. Of course, the same game converter right now is kind of buggy. I mean, you have noticed a couple of these bugs, such as, the trade bugs that keep happening all over the place, as well as the fact that it's impossible to colonize these islands over here, which I did solve that though, but still, And that kind of just annoys me. Plus that, other things, not only am I a superpower, but another thing that I kind of dislike about the game is the fact that the political landscape of the world is kind of boring, I find. It's not really very interesting. Like, you have this superpower of France right here, and then you have some like Muslim super state like over here, and then, just in general, the world is just like dominated by these super powerful nations. I mean, there's something awesome about the fact of like these tiny nations and the fact that they're all playable and all. I mean, I like sort of this game at the beginning of the start is really interesting because there's so much sort of fancy little nations you can play as, and I don't know, I just find it to be a lot more interesting, the sort of the political spectrum, or I guess political spectrum is not the right word, what am I saying? You get the idea, the amount of nations, and just in general what has happened to the world. I mean, it's a very interesting world, but it isn't very fun to play. That's what I found anyways. I mean, I know this might be a little annoying to some, but it's at least you can't blame me for not being honest. I've done this previously in other campaigns that I'm no longer interested in doing it. I mean, and you have to remember that this is not my job, this is just a hobby that I do for fun, and of course I do want to try and make stuff that you guys enjoy. I mean, that's part of the fun, but it gets kind of awkward in situations like this sort of arises, because it's like there's only like one episode now and then, and those episodes, they seem very forced because they are. I don't know, so I just wanted to make a quick update on that, and sort of I want to hear your guys' opinions about that, because basically the sort of result of this is that I want to start another campaign as sort of a, basically focusing on the same stuff I've done with the Norwegian game. The different thing though is I want to start out as someone smaller, like a small, a decently small European nation in Western Europe, and then do the same thing, like colonizing and that kind of stuff. But I don't want to do the sort of the huge empire thing. Like, I feel like that's been done with my Eurator campaign, and I would sort of like to, I don't know, like play like Portugal, like they did historically, like maybe like establishing one major colony in America like they did with Brazil. But other than that, I would like to like go around here, like establishing trade posts, and like focusing on trade, and like hunting down resources. I mean, I haven't played as a game like that before in this game, so I would really love to try that out. Of course, it's fully possible to do that as Norway, but as I mentioned, there's just something about this setting in the world that I feel is making it a lot more interesting. So I'm not saying this is the death of the Norwegian campaign. I'm just saying that this is sort of a... I mean, or I guess that sort of depends though. Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I should just, you know, just stop it and do something else? That I hope that will, of course, be more entertaining for me, but hopefully more entertaining for you guys as well, because I'll be a lot more like... you can easily hear my commentary whether or not I enjoy playing what I'm playing. It's not really that difficult to notice. So yeah, so that's one option, or I could just like postpone it and then like come back to it at some point. But the thing is that doing that is almost the same as ending it, because the odds of it returning is that they're rather small. I'm just going to be very honest on that. Of course though, so my main thing here is that before I started making Let's Plays, I always kind of hated when people just ended Let's Plays randomly. So I've always sort of try to promise myself to be careful about that, and if I'm going to end Let's Plays, I want you guys to be informed on it, and I want you guys to be I want you to have a say in it, of course. So leave your comments, like, and if there's like a super high, if a lot of people want to keep seeing Norwegian campaign, then I will sort of just bow to the pressure, or whatever you want to call it, and I will make some more. I don't, you know, I mean, it's not that, it's just that, you know, the general idea has always been that if I don't really enjoy it, and if you guys as well don't really enjoy it, then why make it, you know? I actually like one thing that sort of, you know, has pushed me in this direction was a comment I got on one of my Eurator videos, which was like, oh my god, make more Norwegian campaign. I was like, oh my gosh, shit, I gotta make Norwegian campaign. But then I looked at the other comment, and all the comments were like, no, more Eurator, fuck Norway. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's the opinion of the people. Okay, that's interesting. So that's really it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I had to say. So leave your, so that's really it. You know, just please give me sort of an idea on what you guys think about the current situation with the Norwegian campaign. I've been very honest to you, so now it's your turn, I guess, to be honest towards me. Do you want to see it more, or, because, I don't know, I expect that playing as one of those smaller nations would be more interesting. And of course, I will try to be a little bit creative, as I usually am. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, let's play as Castile, you know, that's, like, I don't do that. I can say that much. Whenever I do these things, I usually try to be a little bit creative, as I was with my... I mean, that's one comment I've been getting a lot on my Eurator campaign. It's the fact that it's one of the more unique Let's Plays out there, so I guess I want to try and focus on doing that. So of course, I guess you are limited to how creative you can be when you play as a Western European nation. At least at my skill level. I mean, you can do some really crazy shit, like, I don't know, like playing like the Knights and like colonizing the Americas. Trust me, I have tried. My skill level is just not... I'm not there yet. I am too bad at this game to come do something like that, so... But I'll try to do, you know, something at least, and try to make things interesting, to make both you enjoy my videos and make it so that I enjoy making them, which is of course the whole purpose of this. So yeah, I have been talking far too much now. I should have, of course, planned this a little bit better to try and keep it shorter, but you know me. Part of the reason why I make these videos, because I don't know, I like to talk a lot and just ramble on. That's sort of part of being me, I guess. Part of being GreenFors is just rambling when I really should stop the video. Anyways, so yeah, leave your comments, your opinions, your thoughts, all the stuff, leave it in the comments below, and I will read all of them. Of course, I always read all the comments regardless of what you leave there, but still, you get the idea. So yeah, that's pretty much it from what I wanted to say. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode. Not really an episode. I'm just so used to doing the outro. Yeah, you get the idea. Fuck it. Thank you so much for watching this episode of... No, I said it again. God damn it! I'm so bad at this. God damn it. I shouldn't even be a YouTuber. But I think it's fun though, so I'm... Fuck faith. I'm gonna be what I want. Thank you for watching this video of Europa Universalis 4, playing as no one. It was just me talking, I just have to have something in the background, and I was too lazy to do something fancy. And until next time, bye.